Be like the lotus. Trust the light. Grow through the dirt. Believe in new beginnings. The lotus is one of the most powerful and recognizable symbols in Buddhism, representing purity, spiritual awakening, and resilience. According to legend, while Queen Maya Devi was carrying the Buddha in her womb, she dreamed of a white elephant offering her a lotus flower. This dream foretold the Buddha's enlightened future, and the connection between the lotus flower and enlightenment became deeply rooted in Buddhist tradition. The lotus flower grows in muddy waters, but emerges uncontaminated, a symbol of the enlightened mind rising above the impurities of the world. This ability to remain pure and rise above difficulties represents not only purity, but also the strength and resilience needed to overcome life's obstacles. Different colored lotuses have specific meanings. The white lotus symbolizes spiritual purity, the red lotus, love and compassion, the blue lotus, wisdom and intelligence, and the golden lotus represents the attainment of complete enlightenment. The image of the blooming lotus not only inspires us to overcome adversity, but also reminds us that, just like the lotus, we can emerge from the difficulties of life and blossom into all our beauty. In this perspective, the lotus becomes a symbol of hope, transformation, and spiritual growth. As the lotus flower grows from muddy water without blemish, so should the purity of the mind grow, uncontaminated by the world. The lotus blooms with its pristine beauty because it is rooted in the mud but rises above it. You have everything within you, that power that makes you rise. Just as a lotus flower emerges from the mud by its own strength, you rise, and your fragrance pervades that mud, and you yourself are amazed. First, you identify with that mud and you think that is the reality. But it is not so. When it emerges, that lotus spreads its beautiful petals, and the fragrance gives the flower that personality that spreads everywhere. And that is what will happen to you. All of you will become that lotus flower which is hidden, which is absolutely invisible within you, which is about to open, and the fragrance of your divinity will spread. Like the lotus, you too can grow through dark times and hardships. You can rise again and again to shine as new, because there is something inside you that the world cannot touch. As a lotus flower is born in water, grows in water, and rises from the water to stand above it uncontaminated, so I, born in the world, grown in the world, having transcended the world, live uncontaminated by the world. As the lotus rises on its stem unsullied by mud and water, so the sage speaks of peace and is unsullied by the opinions of the world. The water surrounds the lotus flower but does not wet its petals. When you are born a lotus flower, be a beautiful lotus flower. Do not try to be a magnolia flower. If you want acceptance and recognition, and try to change yourself to fit what others want you to be, you will make them suffer all your life. These lotus quotes are not only a reminder that in a harsh world you can remain loving within and one by one open your petals, but they also remind you of your resilient nature. No matter how muddy the environment around you, you are sprouting with potential. This is something that no terrible thing can take away from you. Thanks for watching. Remember, just like the lotus, we can bloom even in the murkiest of waters. Subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content and share your thoughts in the comments. See you soon.